Hey everyone, welcome back to more Adeptus Titanicus Dominus. I am DisturbingPuppet. It's been a little while since we looked at this, but there has been an update this month, so that was taking it up to version 0.9.4.5. Basically just kind of added some additional languages, and they added some multiplayer stuff to make it more stable, I think. I didn't really check it out because I've never messed around with the multiplayer. The other thing they added was the final Reaver models, so I thought, it's been a while. Let's take a look at the new Reaver models, and it might be a good chance to whip out my old all-Reaver force that I was going with before, or mostly Reavers. Basically just no Warlords, just Reavers and Warhounds. Alright, let us try and maybe get a win with that. It's a little hard. It takes a couple Reavers a couple turns to maybe be able to knock down one of the Warlords. So this is the Warlord model, the finalized version. There's different options you can use for the different heads, shoulder pads, that kind of stuff. So we are going to jump to the Reaver. Alright, which Legion do we want? Crucius looks pretty cool. Osadax. The game's really dark, so I think I'm going to go with Osadax just because they'll stand out a little better. Let's take a look at the heads. I like this one a little better. So kind of the coloration, the lighter or the blue. You can definitely see a bit more detail on the gun, the joints and stuff. A lot of this you don't see in the game because you're kind of zoomed out a bit. But yeah, definitely a lot more joint detail and stuff. Is this shoulder pad? Yep. All right, that's shoulder pads. Go with that. Yeah, I'll stick you on one. How do the legs look? A bit more simple. Yeah, the blue's kind of nice. The checkered blue, that's cool. Alright, so what I want to do, we've got 5,000 points. Basically kind of a straight-up fight. It will give me kind of a random mission scenarios to do, on certain length of time to do it. So I think still, yeah, the Apocalypse Launcher is still the only choice I can take for my top weapon. Which doesn't do much. It's mostly going to be something to take out some shields on the enemies. It's not really going to do any real damage to Titans. There are kind of stats for anti-tank and anti-personnel, but there are no personnel in the game yet. No super heavy tanks or anything like that, not even regular tanks. What I want is volcano cannons. So my ideal one is basically the Apocalypse Launcher with 2 volcano cannons. If I have to, I'll switch it up and take 1 volcano cannon and 1 laser blaster. The laser blaster fires 6 shots as opposed to 1 for the volcano cannon. So this is much better at knocking down enemy shields. It has an okay chance of doing some damage to a Titan, but it's not fantastic. The Volcano Cannon is actually an anti-Titan weapon, and there used to be a description, but I don't see one. Yeah, it just kind of ranges stuff. It doesn't even have anything here. Yeah, there's certain things that are considered anti-Titan weapons that basically have a better chance of doing damage to Titan armor and stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, let's take, is that 675? How much is it for 2 volcano cannons? Is it the same cost? That can't be right. There's no way that can be right, unless they've changed some of the values. 675. 675. 675. Did they change it? They must have changed it, because all these, or there's a glitch going on. Yeah, they're all staying at 675. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be that way, unless they changed things recently. Yeah, that's really weird. Let's try changing. Yeah, that changed it. Laser blaster. 675. 650. Okay, that's bizarre. 650, 650. Okay, so I can go laser blaster, volcano cannon. Why would it be the same cost for 2 laser blasters as opposed to 1 laser blaster, 1 volcano cannon? I think something screwed up with that. I don't remember this doing that before. So it seems like it only changes if I swap it out here, which is weird. All right. I'm not sure. I should probably do some math, but I can't do math in my head. So let's grab as many of these as I can. And we kind of have deployment either front, back. We can go up further if we want. So this is kind of left flank, right flank, center. So it's telling me how we're doing. Definitely want to have at least a few of these volcano cannon focused ones around. Okay, so that leaves me 1,625. So let's drop the laser blaster, get a couple of those. So now we've got 325 left. Can I fit in a Warhound? 325, what can I get? Pretty much whatever I want, it seems like. The Inferno Cannon's pretty terrible. Turbo Laser Destructor's decent. Fires, it's not actually showing. Turbo Laser Destructor, 4 shots each. 300. I think something's wrong with the point values, because I would have sworn that I had one that was like exactly set a particular force that I could do. That was exactly right. But something seems wrong here. Maybe I can upgrade one of these to duels on the Volcano Cannon. Turbo Laser Destructor is pretty good. The Vulcan Mega Bolter is decent. It mostly is going to be doing damage to the enemy shields, 4 shots. It's more anti-infantry, less anti-tank, whereas the Turbo Laser Destructor, 4 shots, more anti-tank. So if I can, I'll take the 2 Turbo Laser Destructors. That's fine with me. So that leaves me 25 points. So I think I can upgrade one of these. So we've got Laser Blaster, dual Volcano Cannons everywhere. I swear something's wrong with the points of this. Let's take you out, put you in. That's 300 points. I can grab you for 300 points with the dual Turbo Laser Destructors. And I'll put you out there. So that gives me 5,000 points. But I think there's something wrong with the way it's tallying stuff up. But you can see here the Warhound still doesn't have a lot of detail. We still don't have options for swapping out shoulder plates and legs and heads and stuff, whereas we now have that on the others. A bit less detail. It's just a bit more dark and fuzzy. Overall, I do think this is kind of a dark game. But, oh well, what you gonna do? I can kind of lighten it up a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I'm also testing out some recording settings and stuff to try to see if I can get some better quality. I'm hoping it's working fine, so kind of test it when it's done. Hopefully everything will work fine. So some of it may not be the game, it might be my recording. This is early access still. I think it's actually pre-alpha still, so a lot of things can and will change. I'm sure a lot of the graphics will change. The maps, I'm sure, are going to change a lot. They're still kind of low quality. I'm not sure if they're planning on adding things like tanks and super heavy tanks. It'd be kind of interesting to kind of get some extra point values in, things like infantry. There are some objectives, so some objective-based missions. Others are just, destroy all the enemies. Hopefully it's going to load here. It's taking it quite a while. There is something that they changed a while back, which is really nice. So now you can shoot if you're out of range. You just have less of a chance to hit. You do have to watch shooting your own guys. You have to kind of watch for the lines of fire. So we'll see how we're set up, see what we're dealing with on the other side. Alright, so this is a very simple one. Purge the enemy, there are no objectives, there is no score, kill everybody to win. Very simple. Okay, enemy got the first activation, moving around. I can kind of see on the map who's moving. Flashing means they haven't taken an activation yet. Got a Banelord in the back. Banelords are bad news, typically. So we can kind of move around. We can zoom in a bit, although it's not totally the way you'd expect. Spin it around. One thing that's a little bit odd is it's a little hard to tell the edges of the map sometimes. So there are times when it looks like maybe you can go down a way, but you actually can't. That's a little bit irritating, but it's not like a huge deal. All right, so I've got 3 in the center. Got 2 out here on the side, along with my Warhound. 2 on the left. It is being a little bit jumpy as I'm moving around if I pan too far, too fast, left to right. But a lot of this stuff is going to get fixed, I'm sure, sooner or later as they're working on things. I think they're working on the campaign, they're working on the Warhound models. I'm not sure what else is going to make it in, but you never know. Alright, let's take a look at the enemy. So on this side, you've got 3 Warhounds, 2 Reavers, and Banelord. So he's got a lot of fast stuff over here, but light, stuff I can kill. 1 Reaver, and on the left side, just a Banelord and a Reaver. So he actually went for a lot of lighter stuff, which I don't often see the enemy AI do. Okay. Not sure where I can get vision. Maybe down here I might have some shots. So I'm going to take a look. If I try to rush on out here. I don't want to go too far out because I'll end up blocking my own shots potentially, but I think I might have shots down this way. Okay, that rock's going to block most of them, but some of that might make it through. The missile pods, the Apocalypse Launcher, might hit multiple units back here, doing some damage to their shields. I don't think I've got a better angle on anything. Potentially here. That might be better. Some of that's going to hit this. Yeah, that might actually work out a little better. One thing I think for this, facing does matter, but there is no way to kind of set your facing at the end of your turn. I think that's something that they probably need to add, since they added sort of armor being less on the flanks and the rear. There's no real way to turn around other than to move in a certain direction. Let's give that a shot. Let's see. Firing with our big gun. I'm not going to retain. That basically just lets me do actions, more actions on my turn. Knocking down some shields there. Okay, he's moving on up. I've already softened him up, so he might be a good target for my units on that side to go for. He's just running. Yeah, he just ran out there. That's kind of crazy. Well, I've got plenty of guys there who could potentially take some shots. I'll just move a tiny bit out here. Hopefully not shoot my own guy. Just lighten him up. I've got the laser blaster, so this will strip his shields, and I can use the volcano cannons to finish him off, I think. He's already taken his action for the turn. There is an action cam you can turn on so you actually follow the shots and stuff, but then it's really hard to see where the action's taking place. Kind of see the different symbols popping up for armor saves. Information here, did a little bit of damage to him. Yeah, Titan Killer weapon, so the volcano cannon's a Titan Killer. If he's going to rush his guys across here, I'll just shred them. That's fine. He's running them out, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I've got straight lines of fire down there at him. Alright. If I don't move, I have increased accuracy, but I want to just kind of move a little bit, just so I'm in a better position. I'm even in, like, regular range here. I might even kill this guy. Big guns hit. Launcher won't do much. I just blew one of his guns off. No, we survived, just barely. Banelords I gotta watch out for. They've got good weapons, they're also good in close combat. I don't want them getting to me in close combat. Something I've noticed too is the enemy. I don't think this happened when I first started playing around with this game a little bit, but sometimes the enemy will actually move through their own units, which is kind of weird. Alright, you can also see that I've got guys that haven't activated or blue underneath. I really don't want him to get a chance to activate on his turn. So I'm going to try to go out of my way to kill him here if I can get an angle for some shots. Yeah, that should finish him off. A bunch of that's going to hit this. A few will make it around the side here, I think. Yep, that's it. And yes, the buildings are destructible, but the other stuff isn't. So the foundations, I don't think these pillars can be destroyed. So some of the stuff can be destroyed. Okay, the Warlord is going to be an issue, because he's going to take a lot of damage to take out. Well, the Warlord and the Banelord both, honestly. I can also just kind of quickly move around on the minimap by clicking. Okay, so if I want to strip shields, that's what I want to use him for. So I don't really have a good angle. You could probably get hits there. It'd be nice to take his shields out first. So you've got the 2 volcano cannons, 2 volcano cannons. Got the multiple turbo laser destructors. He's got a lot of units back in this back corner, so I've got to be a bit cautious about that. No, that's not what I want you to do. Let's see. So if you don't even move, you do have shots. They're just a little out of range. I could move up a little bit, and then we'd have a little bit clearer of a shot. I can also do overwatches if I want to, but it's only for the turn I'm in. Yeah, if we get this close, we've got a bit better chance to hit him, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So Warhounds can't take much damage. He was almost dead. Didn't quite finish him off. You can see the difference now in the models, just the extra detail you can see on the Reavers and the Warhounds compared to the Warlords compared to the Warhounds. Well, this is a Banelord. I think the Banelords, Warlords, and Reavers are now all updated. Just the Warhounds haven't been. So again, I would like to kill off any units that I can so they don't get activations on the enemy turn. If I have more units than the enemy, I also get more activations, basically. Do I have to move? I don't. I wouldn't mind necessarily kind of just shifting over a tiny bit. So I'm going to do that. It might give me lines of fire further in next time, so... Executing your order. At this point... Yeah. Bye-bye. Engine kill. Anything you want to rush out there, I'm just going to hammer. And I've got the hammers for it. That Reaver in the back still hasn't activated. Remember that Warhound. Yeah, he's acting like there's objectives to go for. I've never seen the AI take this many light units, and then kind of rushing them forward like this seems really reckless. Okay, well, no, you're not going to have any shots. I just have my Warhound and 1 Reaver. I can kind of rush him over and take shots. We can kind of knock down his shields. You get some of your shields back at the beginning of your turn. I wouldn't mind necessarily going for something else, though. Warhounds are very fast. So we could definitely kind of run out here. On my turn, then I can shoot with them and move away, and then leave the opening, and then take a retain action, so I can have multiple actions. So I'm just going to go for it. The first ones, we're going to wreck this. The later shots should hit him. Executing your order. Yeah, bye-bye building. See what kind of hits we get through. Even if I take out his shield, it's not too likely I'm going to hurt him. Armor save, 35 points of damage, a little tiny bit of damage to him. That Reaver looks like Volcano Cannon and something, so that's pretty dangerous. Both of these units are dangerous. He's got that other Warhound in the back. I just have my 1 Reaver left. Wouldn't mind having some extra lines of fire over this way. I mean, I already have 3 Reavers I can fire that direction. This is kind of a big kill zone because of the fire angles that I can get through here. I could take some long-range shots, maybe at that Reaver in the back. From here I could do the same. I could go after that Reaver, potentially, since he moved up really nicely. Gonna kind of shift over a bit. I'll take long-range shots. Most of those will probably make it through. Few are gonna hit that. Follow them in. Volcano cannons don't do a lot to shields. Didn't even take his shields out. Just knocked him down a little bit. I don't know what he's thinking. I guess he's hoping that he's going to get the first activation and get the chance to rush me. But I get to go first. Okay, so what do I want to do first? I can use a couple Titans if I want to before he gets a chance to do anything. What I may do is use the Warhound, back him up a little bit so we've got clear lines of fire, shooting at the front Warhound here, drop his shields, then you guys can finish him off. All Volcano Cannons here. He's already knocked down a bit, so I may not even need to hit him. So you can kind of see the weird facing and stuff we're looking at here. Like he's facing kind of this way, you're facing that way. You're facing sideways. I do have long-range shots at that Reaver. He didn't get a lot of his shields back. He might try to move the Warlord up to block to kind of protect him. But these guys potentially are dangerous. What do you guys have? I think the Turbo Laser Destructor and the Inferno Cannon, I think, so the Flamer, which is really not going to do a lot of damage. There's no heat in this, like Battletech or anything. So if we just move a tiny bit, I can just kind of move back. I'm not sure if that's going to block, but at least the first ones are going to hit. So I'm going to shoot, I'm going to retain so I can take another action right after this. So that'll strip his shields. Let's see if he gets any damage. A little bit of damage. Oh, he's screwed. Yeah, he took quite a bit there, actually, from the Turbo Laser Destructors. He got some armor saves, but not enough. So all I really have to do, I don't even have to move you. You've got just like clear line of shot. Just wreck his day. All it takes, the first shots, take him out, because he had no shields. But now he's going to get a chance to do a bit more, because I've used a couple of my Knights, or Titans, in one turn. I have taken out a few of his, though. He's moving the Reaver up. Not shooting. That's really surprising. I don't know why he's not. He's trying to rush in on me. He doesn't even have any close combat weapons. It's very odd that he's sort of rushing in with the Warhounds. I guess the Warhounds with the Inferno Cannon in short range. But this guy, why are you running in like that? You're just opening yourself up to massive amounts of punishment. I guess he's got potentially a rock blocking there. But I've got like 4 Reavers that can hit him. Alright, you've got double Volcano Cannons, you've got double Volcano Cannons. So between the two of them, they should be able to knock him down. And then all the rest of you, I think, will focus on that front Reaver and kill it. I'd like to go for the bigger guys in the back, if I can, as soon as possible, but I don't want these guys coming in on me like this. I'm already in range, so the blue is like actual in range, red is like out of range, or blocked shots. Yeah, just light him up. See if we can knock him down. If I get lucky with my Volcano Cannon shots, I'll kill him. Oh, he's just gonna survive. I can't believe he's not shooting. He's got a couple Apocalypse launchers. I've never seen the AI not shoot this much. I'm not sure what guns those are, but they are probably not good for me. Okay, I've taken all of those actions. I think I can just snipe him. So that's what I'll do. I'm not going to retain, I'm going to let him come in at me. I've got long-range guns, the volcano cannons, nice long range, good accuracy, so I'm going to stay back and let him come at me and just hit him. But if he keeps not shooting at me, this is going to be like one of the most one-sided fights of all time. So I don't understand why he's not shooting. Like I said, there has been an update, so there is a little bit of behavior change, it seems like. There are no objectives, it's just kill the enemy. Next turn he is going to be in position to do some damage. He's a little bit protected from the Banelord, from the outcrop here. But that Banelord is going to be a problem. He's got Reaver help. That other Reaver's just hanging out in the back. It's kind of weird. Okay, here, this is potentially a little risky. So you've got double volcano cannons. You're double volcano cannons. You've got the laser blaster. Alright. So if I want to strip his shields, I want to do it with you. Let's see if I can do this without hitting my own guys. That's a little risky. Pretty sure I'm going to hit my own dude. I do have shields up, so that's not, like, super terrible. Let's try to go a little higher, maybe, if I can. Nope, that's as high as I can get. Alright, I'm going to do it, even though it does mean I'm probably going to nail my own guy in the shields. No, I don't think we hit. Okay, good. So we knocked his shields down. A lot of armor saves, some damage from the volcano cannons. I think this next turn he's just going to try to hammer the crap out of me from every direction. He might just stay put and shoot, but it seems very risky to do, because I'm going to massively outnumber him pretty soon. If I can drop like one more Reaver here, it's pretty much over for you. He's got no shields, and I've got multiple volcano cannons. I could shift him over, potentially, to go this way. He's got a good clear shot. You don't. Try to swing out this way, but this rock in the way, I'm not going to see much. Yeah, that's pretty much all blocked. And again, I'm not sure why it's showing blue, which usually it means for a clear shot, but that should all be blocked by that. Yeah, usually if it's blocked by terrain, it does this kind of thing. So I don't know why it's actually showing it as blue here through this rock. So I could shift out just to get some different angles, potentially. I'm kind of curious now to see if the shots will go through the rock like it's not actually there. But most likely it's just going to hammer the rock. Let's give it a try just to see. Yeah, that hit the rock. Some of the missiles are getting through. Yeah, everything hit the rock, which is what I expected. But we kind of get a better angle if I can keep going out to that side. Depends on how far the map actually goes. I don't know what the AI is doing. They haven't shot anything at me. Something would be very wrong with this update. Okay, well, I just have you two. You've got good shots there. I'm just gonna move over slightly, try not to hammer my own guy.
Executing your order.
Okay. Yeah, something hit his shield a little bit. Hoping I can take him out. It's not super likely. I took out a weapon. See, the Apocalypse Launcher's hitting the area, so some of it is taking out some shields there. So he's out of units, so I still get to go again. because I've got guys I haven't used yet. So he is weakened at least. But I was hoping I could kill him and then maybe take some long-range pot shots at him before he gets any closer. Instead, let's just finish off the Reaver here. There's no way he's going to survive this. Volcano cannons to the face. There we go. So we got some shields back at the start. Let's see who gets first activation. I'm guessing it's going to be him. No, alright. Okay, so I have it again. I have quite a few units I can shoot at this Warlord with. I've also got quite a few units I can shoot that Reaver with. I don't know, if he wants to come in at me, that's kind of fine, but it is going to cause some problems. I can take a couple actions and hit him. Or we could try to do some damage to him. Take some long-range shots. Start with him. He might strip some shields down. I might even move just to make sure I'm facing him directly, so I'm not getting shot in the side. So we're moving our minimum. Yeah, let's do that. Let's come out here a little bit, so we're facing him a little bit more head-on. It's long-range shots, but I'm going to do it. We're going to retain. Hoping this just strips some shields. That's all I want. Knock his shields down. Not expecting any actual damage. Yeah. So we just knocked his shields down, didn't actually do any armor damage. So, who wants the opportunity? You're possibly protected, but if he comes out this side, you're getting shot in the side. Let's see if I can actually get around here. Yeah, so the edge of the map is basically right there. So I can't actually go out over there. So I could come up and take some shots from here. They're not super good shots, but if he moves up, I'm going to have a hard time getting an angle on him if he just comes straight at us. So I guess I'll go ahead and do this. I'll save the other guy for shots because he's going to come straight in. He'll have shots no matter what, I think. Let's see if we get any damage here. A little bit. Armor saved. Yeah, just a tiny bit of damage to him. One thing it is a little better is the camera would sometimes jump away from units while you're still shooting at them, and that's not doing it anymore, so that's nice. That was something that was in the last patch that I noticed. That seems to have been fixed. Okay, you're coming around the side. I'm not a fan of that, but you didn't shoot at me. I may want to just keep hammering him. He hasn't activated yet, right? No, he hasn't, which is kind of strange. You'd think since I'm shooting at him so much, he would activate. Double volcano cannons. We're at long range, so it's not super likely I'm going to get good hits here. Could move in a little bit. It'll decrease my accuracy, but I might get into range. I could also drop him on Overwatch. So if I just commit order, it basically goes to Overwatch, so if he moves, I'll take a shot at him. Actually, I think I'm going to do that.
Order received. Executing.
Nope, nope, I screwed up. I need to do it without having clicked on him first. Then he would have been in Overwatch. That would have been the better choice, probably. I still did some damage to him. Actually, it did quite a bit. So he's lighting up my guy on the side. He's got double volcano cannons, it looks like. But he missed a lot of those shots. He's almost dead. Something I'd like to see, there is a way for like weapons to be destroyed. I would actually kind of prefer if there was something like weapons were damaged. I'd like to see kind of a crew mechanic like there was in the first Battlefleet Gothic, where you had sort of crew that you could assign to sort of do like extra shields coming back, or repairs, or weapons that have been damaged temporarily getting them back online, that kind of stuff. Also, I'd like to see being able to shoot at different targets with different weapons. So that's something that was in the original board game that this is based off of, and different versions of Epic allowed that and other ones didn't, I think. It sort of depends when you're looking at things. Okay, you have not activated yet, Mr. Reaver, which makes me a little nervous, but I could set up an ambush for you. You've got shots down there. That's what we're going to do. This Banelord coming in here is definitely frightening. I think I'm going to set you up. So if I just commit order, drop him in Overwatch. So I should shoot back at him here. Maybe I should have shot anyway, then I wouldn't have taken as many hits probably. Yeah, I didn't get a shot off. I don't think there's anything as far as... I thought as long as anything was within range, shoot, so maybe he's out of our actual range, and that was long-range shots he was doing at us. Or maybe they've changed something, so you're only shooting in the front arc, potentially. But I don't know why I didn't shoot back at him or shoot him as he moved. So that's kind of a waste. I can still get some hits in on him. But he took a little bit of damage there. Can you actually see him? Maybe. I can kind of run around if I want and try to head for cover and light this guy up, but I'm only going to knock down his shields and that's it. Okay, I'm just going to have you shoot him from there. Let him take an action if he has anybody left. The guy in the back. So I think he's got a close combat weapon, and I have no idea what that gun is. Turbo laser destructor, close combat weapon. Pretty sure that's what that is. So he's going to try to get into range with me. I don't know why he's been hanging back when everyone else has been rushing him. Yeah, I'll just shoot from here. It's long range, but I'm actually in range with the volcano cannons.
Executing your order.
Should kill him. Blew his gun right off. Oh, both of his guns, nice. Still alive, got his apocalypse launcher. But he's not very effective anymore in combat. So I've killed so many of his units, I still have guys I haven't activated yet, but he's activated everybody. Alright, all I'm going to do here, I think... I could move him out and take some long-range shots at him, but I think I'm going to need the firepower here. I'm going to move in a bit, because he's got some cover. Get up, maybe? No, not really. It's about as far over as I can get. Let's see if I can kill him off. Just need a lucky volcano cannon hit. Oh, he saved like everything there. Took a little bit from the one volcano cannon, but that was it. So he's so close to death. So this is something you see that's like almost totally destroyed, but all the weapons totally fine, totally working. There's nothing like reduced movement or a weapon being offline or anything like that that you have to worry about. So as long as you have health and your guns haven't been destroyed, you're fine. Okay, so I could go rushing in on him and light him up. He's only on Overwatch for this round, this turn, so when it goes to the next turn, he's not going to do anything. I could start softening up his shields, but he's going to get shields back at the beginning of his turn. So I could go rushing in on him, but it does leave me awfully exposed here. far can I get around? Okay, if I did that, let's maybe try to keep the rock between me and the Banelord. And I'll try to lighten you up. See if I get lucky and can take you out. This guy isn't really much of a threat. Okay, yep. He's on fire! Oh, I get to go first again. Wow, okay. So he got some shields back, but he is on fire. The saddest Reaver of all time. Okay, so I could rush around behind the Banelord, potentially, shooting him. This guy's got all his weapons, so he's a big priority for me. I think I'm going to have to take two actions. One of them is going to have to be try to kill this guy. Let's just move in shooting, and I'm going to retain, so I can take another action. This guy should die here. There we go. Took a lot of hits, though. I had a lot of clear shots at him. I do like kind of the stuff blowing off there. Ammo and stuff blowing up. Alright. If he targets my Warhound, I'm kind of okay with that. You're the one who's hurt. You did get some shields back. Got plenty of ways I can hit this guy. Gotta worry about this Banelord. This guy's close combat. He's gonna come rushing in at some point. I don't have great angles on him. Okay, so I can run kind of behind him if I want. I'm going to see if I can just cause a distraction. I'm actually going to target him. So we'll knock down some of his shields this way, and maybe cause him to focus on the Warhound instead of anybody else. If I did knock down his shields, I'd be hitting him in the flank and rear, which means I would do more damage, but his shields are still up. Yeah, so I just got his shields down. I didn't actually hit him with the shields down at all. Okay, you're shooting over here, a few shots through the rocks, not a big deal. Okay, I could live with that. You are a problem though, sir. He's big enough. Wow, that rock is sticking up right there. Yeah, I could definitely kill this guy. If nothing else, I can just move out and then move out again. So the first shots are definitely going to get blocked. Second ones will hit. Let's start hitting him, just because I'm worried about him doing damage. He's got big nasty guns. Not so sure about dropping Overwatches, though, considering it kind of backfired last time. Okay, a little bit of damage. He's going to hit me. See if my shields hold. Probably not. So I don't know how he shot at me here and then turned his back. I guess he must have moved to engage him in close combat while shooting at somebody else, or just moving adjacent to him while shooting at somebody else. So he did manage to knock down my shields just with his launcher there. If I had somebody else who could get out here, we could get a good angle in behind him. Like rear shots here. Could get a few. Let's go for it.
Executing your order.
Shoot him in the back. I've got all my guns. This is going to block the first couple shots. So I'm only really going to get like one good double-barreled shot in on him. Right in the back. A couple hundred points of damage. And I guess, is he out of units? Yeah, he's out of units already, so I still have guys I can activate. Of course, I have my flanks facing him. Like an idiot. You're a problem. But I've got firepower. What could you see? If I come back, maybe I could have some shots there. I don't know why that's just disappearing there. Let's try going around a little bit more. What about now? Yeah, we should have something get through there, I think. Let's see what hits. Kind of flank our rear shots there. Alright. He's got nothing left he can do. I'm just going to have you finish him off. Nice and easy. There we go. Don't have to retain because I've got more units than he does. I've never actually seen the AI do this badly. The AI usually makes it pretty close on these kind of missions when it's just kill everybody off. I haven't played in a while, so I don't know what's going on, but yeah, this is by far the worst the AI has ever done in an engagement against me. Let's kind of move up a little bit, so I'm sort of facing you. In range for everything. Just knock your shields down. Okay. Shields down, some damage. Let's bring you over. See if I get lucky.
Executing your order.
Nice. Gun down, if nothing else. Finish him. Yeah, there we go. He better get the first activation. There we go, finally, he gets the first activation. He's got one unit left. Bye-bye, Mr. Warhound, probably. Yeah, he did a bunch of damage to me there. The animations for the close combat stuff isn't really quite set the way it should be. So he sort of hit me with his tail or something kind of looked like. Close combat goes through the shields, so my shields didn't save me anything there. None of my guns got destroyed, though. So I think I can just move away from him in close combat now. I don't know if I have to run. I think I have to at least use this order. But I'm going to go away around if I can.
Executing your order.
No, I think I've got to run, actually, so that's why it didn't. It just had me hit him, which is not at all what I wanted to do. He's probably going to kill you. Hitting back. Smack. If I run, I can't shoot. So I think, yeah, he's dead. The only way to get out of close combat is to run. At first, there were some issues where the AI enemies could actually shoot you in close combat, but that's been fixed, thankfully, because you're much more effective at shooting than you are in close combat, unless you've got close combat specialist weapons like he does. Even then, you're probably still better off shooting most of the time. It's really hard to get into close combat. Alright, let's light this guy up. This will probably be it. He's already hurt, hitting him in the side and the back. Did he survive? He survived. Didn't even blow his arm off. Alright. Reaver Swarm will come in.
Executing your order.
There we go. Victory! You have won by annihilation. Yeah, so that was the weakest I've ever seen the AI do in a battle. I'm not sure why it ran a bunch of units out there and just didn't shoot with them. I guess it was trying to close the distance really quickly and hoping it would survive, but yeah, that was really odd tactics on its part. Typically, the AI goes for lots of like heavier stuff and just shoots at you. They'll shoot at you from range. Usually, they don't shoot as much from out of range as I do, but that could be because that was a change that came after the game was already kind of set up and started. But yeah, still early access. Lots of things probably can and will change. There's lots of little tweaks and things like that. The models being upgraded is pretty cool. The wreckage, we've got nice little wreckage models and stuff now, so you can kind of see the banners and stuff. That's pretty cool. But I would like to see a bit more detail to give you an idea of just the scale and size. So things like crew, what the crew are doing in the Titans, things like that. Being able to shoot at different targets with different weapons. Maybe some things like tanks and super heavy tanks, just as ways to fill out some extra points. Probably is mostly going to be focused on like actual objectives and things, not necessarily just straight up fights based on point values, but you never know. Maps definitely need upgrades. The destructible buildings is kind of nice, but a little odd with the way they're set up and stuff. But overall, I think this game has a lot of promise. I definitely enjoyed screwing around with it a little bit every once in a while. I'm kind of waiting for some more updates and things before I jump back into it. But yeah, so that was just a quick game. Another one of my Reaver forces just wrecked the enemy there, but I think some of that was just the AI being stupid. Anyway, thank you very much for checking this out. If you're interested in other Games Workshop games or just other games in general, I stream over on Twitch and then also upload stuff over here on the YouTube channel. Some things I only do on YouTube, so there's no dealing with other issues. Like I said, I'm also trying out some new options, so I hope this is decent quality. But it should give you a good idea of the early parts of this game and how things are going. Still, like I said, pre-alpha, so lots of things can and will change in this. But thanks for coming by. Hopefully I will see you all another time. Have a good one.